Hey everybody, I'm Glenn from Vulcan 3D. In today's video, I want to show you about a problem I had and the way that I solved it. So check out this great new welding cabinet that I got from Harbor Freight. It's the Vulcan series. As you can see, it's got this great drawer with an organizer in it. But it's weird because this thing just kind of moves around. But I can throw my welding tips in here. Then I'll always know where they are. Now, I'm not saying I'm the most organized person. One little bump and my bits are everywhere. They went from one spot to everywhere. One little bump. But I have an idea.
2 very boring minutes later.
Tape fixes everything. We'll just take some blue tape and we'll line the corner of the sorter, just like that. See, look at that. Tray doesn't move, bits won't fall out. That's a terrible idea. Out with the blue tape. We don't want that. I think I need to spend some time in the studio thinking about this problem.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
All right, so here I am sitting in the studio and I have the insert from the drawer with me here. And as you can see, it just lifts out. It's welded together metal slats. And my original thought was to somehow tie this down in the drawer so that it didn't move. And it does have some pre-drilled holes back here. So I thought, well, I could drill holes in the bottom of the drawer, some zip ties, or even just put zip ties over the tops of these bars. But that's drilling holes in the bottom of the drawer, and I didn't like that. And so I thought if I sat here long enough that I could come up with a solution, and if only I had some kind of machine that could make a part for me. I wonder if that machine even exists. So the first thing that I did was I decided to take some measurements on how big this stuff needed to be. I also measured the depth of the drawer. A few minutes in Rhino 3D, and I was able to muster up the courage to design that. So the way that this is laid out, you can see that this area is bigger. This is where the handle is for the drawer. I could have designed a small bin that went in there, and I might in the future, but for now I didn't want to do that because I just wanted an open area for miscellaneous stuff. But the way this works out is there's 4 across, 3 levels down, and then 1 in each corner, which, if you're doing the math with me, is a lot. Each one of these bins took 4 hours to print, and there are 14 of these bins. Through the use of modern technology and a really nice 3D printer, I was able to print out 14 of these bins for my welding cart. They fit beautifully, and they're going to hold the parts nicely and not allow them to slosh around. Plus, as a bonus, if I need one of those parts, I can just take the whole bin and take it with me. So, it's like 2 things in one. These buckets were each printed in IC3D, Vulcan 3D Yellow PETG. That way they're good and durable, and they're the right color. They were printed at a 0.2 layer height with a 20% infill, which doesn't really matter because the walls are fairly thin anyway. I did put a small curvature at the bottom of the bins just to make them look better and not to have the elephant footing, but as a added bonus, they actually stack. Not necessarily useful in this particular application because the drawer is only this tall, but these bins may have a use somewhere else. Now I know what you're actually saying, but Glenn, it's just a bin. Hundreds of people have made bins and printed them out. What makes your bin so special? I'm glad you asked. These bins are available for download on Thingiverse, and a link to that will be in the description below. Now you may be asking yourself, Glenn, why did you film this entire video of just your hand and the table? Well, that's because this video is a tribute to one of my favorite YouTubers, This Old Tony. Not only is his videos very informative and a unique way to film, his sense of humor is on par. So thank you, This Old Tony, for all that you do. I know you'll probably never watch this video, but one can hope. So if you have the same problem with your Harbor Freight welding cart, you can download these buckets. But to be honest, if you have a problem similar to this with anything, it doesn't take long to take a few measurements, design the bucket in a CAD program, even one as simple as Tinkercad, and you too can 3D print out a solution to your problem. Thanks for watching. Until next time, as always, print on.